You've got it tuned to KEXP, listener-powered radio at 90.3 FM in Seattle, online at kexp.org, and very excited to have Jonathan Myberg of Shearwater live in studio. Thanks so much for coming.
And I'm very excited to be here with you.
And very excited. You're doing something a little different today. You have an upcoming album, and if the magic of radio works well with this taped session, we will be airing this on the day of its release.
Yeah.
And it's a covers album.
It is, which it was something different for us. I spent about a year touring the last record. We played something like 200 shows, and at the end of it, I was just so tired of my own music that I wanted to take this year to kind of recharge. And to do that, I wanted to do something that I'd never really done before, which is focus on other people's music. And I thought that an interesting way to do that might be to play songs by some of the bands that we've toured with over the past 10 years, and sort of bring us all together, kind of in spirit at least, on this record, which is called Fellow Travelers.
Well, probably every musician has played covers, whether it's in their bedroom or their garage or their practice space.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I don't recall hearing covers at Shearwater shows. Is that something new for the band to do in a live setting?
Every once in a while we'll do it. Sometimes there'll be like one cover in a tour or something. But for us to make a whole record of them was something different. And at first this was supposed to be a very modest little acoustic EP or something. But as we started working on it, it kind of grew into a full-length record that seemed like a Shearwater record to me. I took these songs, and it was wonderful to have so many great songs to choose from. And I picked the ones that I thought would sort of fit together the best and that I could use to tell the story that I wanted to tell.
Well,
while sort of also kind of celebrating all of our respective lives on and off the road.
you have done a lot of touring, so I imagine you have had a lot to choose from, and I'm very excited to just hear some. Can you play one for us?
Indeed. This is one that's on the record. It's by the band Y Oak, and it's called Mary is Mary. Left a maybe for the cold heart when they found a body in my backyard. So we leave for the country just like you did. But he is not in the country. Look how you live. Oh, high and mighty, what do you guess? When there is no great eye on the sparrow, one head is lesser than the two heads. But we know the things that go unsaid. I'm left with a stranger in my likeness, still sleeping in my raincoat or my sundress. But oh, sleeping giant, why do you rest behind the distant eyes of who I love best? Well, Mary is Mary, and I am not.
But what good does she have that I haven't got? Oh, high and mighty, what is your guess? Can we learn to live with so much less? We say that we end when we all go, but oh, high and mighty, what do you know?
Oh, that is breathtaking. Mary is Mary, a White Oak cover. Jonathan Myberg of Shearwater with a new covers album out called Fellow Travelers. And again, you mentioned that these are bands you've been on tour with, and it must have an extra special meaning to perform a song from a band that you spent time with on the road, maybe as opposed to covering a great Velvet Underground song. You really know these people intimately, and I imagine, have you heard all these songs performed by them, maybe night after night?
Yeah, most of them, yes. And it calls back certain scenes and certain times, and or like you'll remember standing behind the amps while the band is playing that song, and the sound for White Oak, for instance, I mean, Jen, the guitar player and singer, her amp is louder than, it's just, she turns her guitar up so loud. I remember standing, 20 feet back from that guitar amp, and still it was like all you could hear. You could hear Andy, the drummer, just barely somewhere off in the distance, and this guitar backstage just going. So, things that you don't see or experience if you're just going to the shows.
And you've put a very different spin on that song there.
Oh yeah, well that song, I think their original version of it's like 8 minutes long too. But
are there stories with all of the songs, and will you share those on tour?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, this is the very first interview I've done about this, so I'm going to be kind of feeling my way. If you were to catch me several interviews in, I'd have a more polished sort of patter down.
But you are going to tour on this record, yes?
We are, yeah. We're going to be on the West Coast in February and the East Coast in March, and I think in Europe in April. But we'll also be playing new Shearwater songs then. We're already working on our next record, and I expect we'll be mostly done with it by then. So you'll get a mixture of some of the covers from the record, maybe a few other covers by bands that we've toured with that aren't on the record, and material from a new album. So we're not turning into a cover band.
Well, that sounds very exciting. Old Shearwater, new Shearwater, and
well,
cover songs.
One of the fun things about this record is that it was kind of a look forward and a look back, I think. We got to think about all the people that we traveled with, also Thor and Kim, who've been in the band for a really long time, are on this record, but also people that I've been working with more recently. So it kind of was a way to take stock of everything we've been doing for the past 10 years.
Are any of the people whose music you cover on the record?
They are, in fact. I invited everyone whose songs we recorded to participate in the record, but the rule was that they couldn't be on their own song. So we had a lot of different interesting contributions, like the song I'm about to do, which is by David Thomas Broughton. It's called Ambiguity. And I put a recording on the record that I made in the Falklands at the end of it, of some waves crashing and then these little birds singing on this remote island called Steeple Jason. And David sent me a recording of birds singing from where he was living, which is Pyongyang, North Korea. And I shoehorned that into our cover of Shoo Shoo's I Love the Valley-O. So we have real North Korean birds recorded for us by David Thomas Broughton on the record.
That sounds like it was so much fun putting this together.
I mean, that was one of the more unconventional ones. The band Clinic played on a Baptist General song, and then Chris from Baptist General sang on a Clinic song that we did. And the Clinic song was great, or the Clinic's contribution was great, because I sent the Baptist General song off to him with just me playing guitar and a little drum track. And they basically jumped in as a full band into the song. So about partway into the song, suddenly Clinic, the band, very identifiably appears in the song. And you're like, oh, whoa, it's not just, somebody singing backup or anything. That's Clinic, the band. They play a little organ solo on that little combo organ they always use. And it was a great feeling to have these people sort of backing you up and in spirit, even if you couldn't see them in person in front of you, because all this stuff had to get emailed in.
You can see the memories in your face as you tell that story.
Yeah, it was like, this sort of traveling circus that never really was.
Well, let's hear that song that you just spoke about.
All right, this is Ambiguity.
How many contradictions can a girl possess of them? Oh, these questions are too ambiguous. Try to narrow down your search. Some things I know it's hard. Some things I know it's hard. To forget where you come from when there's no question of your returning. Such selfishness is trivialized, any tenderness. And the coffee commands the torture of my bowels, pronouncing every word with a rigid insensitivity. Plus I struggle with the nightshade in my blood, and I really shouldn't say it, I really shouldn't say it, but I just love what the water does.
Jonathan Myberg of Shearwater live on KEXP, the new album Fellow Travelers. Tell me about the next song.
The next one's not a song on the record, actually. It's one we're doing on the 7-inch that comes out with pre-orders of the record. It's a song called Black River Song. It's by Angels of Light, who were Michael Giroux's band in the interim between when the Swans were active and when they were reactive. And the Angels of Light and Michael are really special to us, of course, because Thor has been touring with the Swans for the last few years. And if you haven't seen the Swans, you've really missed out. But if you went and didn't bring earplugs, then you're probably left something there.
Quite a live show. They lay everything down on the table when they play.
But this song was from the last Angels of Light record that they did before we reactivated the Swans, and I feel like it was a really underappreciated record. It was called We Are Him, and it has some just beautiful and terrifying moments on it that there's a lot of acoustic instrumentation, but there's the forcefulness where you can kind of hear the Swans coming back over the course of this record. This is the first song from it. It's called Black River Song.
Black river runs beneath this ground. Black river runs forever, makes no sound. It runs through you here now, it runs through your children too. It runs through every man, woman, and living thing. It runs through the wires that feed your thinking too. Faded, growing, receded, flowing, bleeding, receding, fading, rolling. Seeing the hands of life
Jonathan Myberg of Shearwater live on KEXP. That takes a lot out of you. Almost like a little mini Swans concert there. I imagine that these songs are all performed or recorded with other band members in a band format.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's not just me.
When people come in and do solo sets, usually they just play acoustic versions of the songs, but I notice you're trading back and forth with an acoustic and electric guitar.
It's so boring to me. I mean, not when other people do it and I like it, but when it's just me by myself, I'm not that into it. So this is my first attempt, actually, at trying to do it this way. I'll keep trying to refine this approach.
It sounds great. Tell me about that guitar.
Oh, this guitar that I just knocked over onto the floor. Luckily, it's probably a much abused guitar because Mark Arm from Mudhoney loaned it to me. So I was looking at it with him, and I was like, "Is this blood on the pickup right here?" He's like, "I don't know. It doesn't come off."
That's great.
It could be
a legendary guitar.
He had it taped up. He said he hadn't played it in a few years, and that the strings were probably very old. But it seems to like being, abused at least.
Yeah, you did just throw it there on the ground, but I imagine it's not the first time that's happened.
Unfortunately, he now is going to know about it because that happened on live radio. But the nice thing about Fender guitars is that you can't really destroy them for the most part without really working at it.
Well, do you have one more to play today?
I do. This one is going to be the hardest to sing just because the phrasing and the vocal is tricky for me, but I'm going to give it a try anyway.
Started something, I got what I wanted, but now I can't feel nothing. Superhuman, even when I'm loving, I go popping every single record, auto tuning, zero emotion, muted emotion, pitch corrected, computed emotion. Blaming on the summer girl with a winner-like smile, skinny legs and eyes like wine, brain like Berkeley. I met her at Coachella. I went to see Sugar, she went to see Z-Trip. Perfect. Sat down on the ice cold lawn, she handed me an ice poo ball. Whatever. She said she wanted to be a dentist really badly. She's working for tuition, doing something in the valley. She's insane, but girl, I don't feel my face. But always smoking anyway. She said, don't let the high go to waste. But can you taste a little Novacane, baby? Novacane, baby, I want you. Love me good, love me long, love me now. Love me now when I'm gone, love me now. Let me know, let me know. On the tripod, a little red light I'm shooting, feeling like Stanley Kubrick. This is a visionary shoot. Been trying to film pleasure with my eyes wide shut, but it keeps on moving. Blame it on the New York girl with a Hollywood smile, skinny legs and eyes like wow. I'll never forget you, put me on a feeling like I never had. Never since I've been trying to get it back. And now I'm something like the chemist on campus, but there's no drug around, just like what I found in you. I still can't feel my face, but I was smoking anyway. She said, just don't let the high go to waste. Can you taste a little Novacane, baby? Novacane, baby, won't you? Love me good, love me long, love me none. Love me now when I'm gone, love me none. Love me none, love me none, no, no.